Belief, faith, and trust. Let us discuss. Belief is accepting something as true, often based on evidence, experience, or reasoning. It is intellectual and may evolve with new information. How do you apply belief in life? Believing in your ability to learn new skills can motivate self improvement. Believing in someone's potential can provide encouragement and support. Belief in a company's vision or mission can drive motivation and productivity. Some examples to share with you. You believe you can run a marathon after completing smaller races and therefore gradually increasing your endurance. A teacher believes a struggling student can improve, so she provides extra resources and encouragement. An employee believes in the company's sustainability goals and volunteers for environmental initiatives. I have an experience to share here. A math professor walked into a lecture hall and with authority began her class by writing a complex math transformation problem on the board. She proceeded to write a solution with complex equations. As she neared the final part of the solution, a black student who was in her class raised his voice and pointed to a mistake the professor had made. So she asked the student, was he sure that there was a mistake? And he affirmed. He invited the student to come forward and restart the solution on the board. And so the student did and actually made it to its correct conclusion. Well, this same teacher then challenged this same student, with two more difficult questions. And the young man easily completed the answers correctly. The teaching in that experience is that you do not underestimate anybody on the appearance of the person, and their capability does not necessarily appear in their faces. So the teacher was humbled after that experience. What about faith? Faith is a deep conviction or trust in something, even without concrete evidence. It's often emotional and value-based, providing resilience in uncertainty. So how do we apply faith in our lives? Faith is your ability to overcome difficulties and helps build your resilience. Faith in a higher power or purpose can provide comfort and meaning to life. Having faith in a loved one and her or his intentions can strengthen bonds. How can we illustrate this? When you have faith that your hard work will eventually pay off even when facing setbacks. After an argument, you have faith that your partner is committed to working through the issues. A leader has faith in their team's creativity, encouraging innovative ideas without micromanaging. My experience in faith has been turned over the years. My faith in God, for example, has been strengthened through the experiences I've gone through. I had a nose bleeding experience when I was 10 years old that was almost unstoppable. But through the intervention of God, I was able to have it come to an end, and it has never come back since. My path of success has remained clear and steady. I had a road accident where the bus I was riding in fell over a hillside. Fortunately, it landed on a flat spot and all the wheels were broken, but everybody, ended up being safe. I have several other situations that I can say has enabled my faith to become strong. What about trust? Trust is a firm reliance on the integrity, ability, or character of a person or entity. It requires consistent evidence of reliability and honesty. Leaders can trust by demonstrating fairness, competence, and empathy. Trusting colleagues to fulfill their responsibility promotes teamwork. There are several examples that you can pick on for trust, but I would just want to give the example of my experience. I lent money to a number of people, a brother-in-law, a sister-in-law, son-in-law, and they never paid back in full. I also lent money to my closest family. They failed to pay. From then on, I've learned my lesson. Do not lend money to individuals. Give as a benevolent contribution. Advise would-be debtors to go to the banks. The banks have a lot of money readily available for anybody who wants. In conclusion, I would like to invite you to think about these words and values as you use them and what meanings they have for you. I am encouraged by the lessons I've learned in life, and I can say these values have true meanings that can make our lives better. Thank you.